Now, Russia's former president has warned that Moscow could terminate the Black Sea grain deal. The warning came in response to reports that the G7 nations are mulling banning exports to Russia as West continues to impose economic pressure on Russia for its war with Ukraine. Moscow too is finding ways to reciprocate the pressure here, and the warning was given by former President Dmitry Medvedev on Sunday. He said that if G7 nations move to ban exports to Russia, then Moscow will scrap the Black Sea grain deal. The deal is crucial for ensuring the supply of grains from Ukraine to all over the world. It is due to expire on the 18th of May this year. Reports that the G7 is planning to ban exports to Russia were released by a Japanese news agency. Reports said that the grouping is discussing how to toughen its sanctions approach. Through this, exports to Russia could be banned automatically, unless they are included on a designated list of products allowed to be shipped to the country. Responding to this, Medvedev, in a post in Telegram, said that the move will result in Russia banning exports of several crucial products, including the Black Sea grain deal. But on Sunday, G7 called for extension, full implementation and expansion of the grain deal. Russia, which is now the world's most sanctioned nation, has repeatedly rallied against the terms of this initiative. It has already said that it will walk away from the deal if the West does not lift restrictions on Russian agricultural and fertilizer exports. Black Sea grain deal is the only significant diplomatic breakthrough reached till now in the war. But as the West and Russia stand toe-to-toe, this deal is now in jeopardy. For more on this, we were earlier joined by Peter Kuznick from Washington. Kuznick is a professor of history and director of Nuclear Studies Institute at American University. Let's listen in.
The grain deal is already hanging by a thread. The idea behind the grain deal, when Turkey and the United Nations negotiated it in July of 2022, was that it was a 3-year deal. The purpose was to provide grain to Africa and other underdeveloped countries that were facing grain and fertilizer shortages and where the people were suffering. In reality, as Russia keeps stressing, 45% of the grain has gone to Europe and only 3% has gone to Africa. There's also a second deal whereby the United Nations promised to assist Russia in selling its grain and fertilizer to the world and to lift certain conditions that were hurting that. Those conditions have not been met. It even is more complicated because the Europeans, many European countries, are blocking the import of Ukrainian grain on their own. Already, Romania, Poland, Slovakia, Bulgaria, and Hungary have banned the import of Ukrainian grain because it's underselling and hurting their own farmers. So this deal really is on life support, even before these threats by Medvedev and by the actions by the G7 threatening to cut off imports to Russia.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.